Hello and welcome to the Cosmic Heart Podcast. I am your host, Jessica Hope with Cosmic Heart TV, and today I want to talk to you about discernment in love. I was having a conversation with my son, he's 16, and the conversation was on discerning real love. And the reason why we had this conversation is because every day my son wakes up and the first thing he thinks is the new routine he set for himself about a year ago, maybe a little more. And this routine for him is to get up and to do the dishes and to sweep the floor. This is his routine. This helps him know that he's on the right track. So, for preface, my children are all on the spectrum. And I myself, I also, growing up, did not get diagnosed until a later age as neurodivergent in ADHD. And it's something, as a master healer, I have worked on healing in my brain for a long period of time. But when it comes to back to what I was saying, we had a conversation that was really, really important that I felt to share. When I was growing up, my mother, she never really thanked me for anything I did from her heart. She never made me feel appreciated. And I did a lot that she didn't realize to try and show her my love. I would clean the kitchen top to bottom. I would clean the bathroom. I would go, unbeknownst to me, chemicals and Ajax and things like that. I would scrub the bathtub and the shower and the whole bathroom down with Ajax and whatever sprays we had, and I would clean and I would clean and I would clean and I would try to make sure the whole house was clean. I didn't realize that it's just because I wanted her to know that I love her and I'm thankful for her, and I saw she was working hard. And I would say, "Mom, I cleaned the whole kitchen for you." And oh, okay. And then, thank you. But every day for me, I realize for many years I overly give my children gratitude and thank yous and anything they do to help. And it is because today I really realized more. It is because I had such a deficit of presence and real, genuine love and affection and just showing up for me when I was just trying to learn how to navigate my way through the world as a child, as a teenager. And I went through some really difficult things, some really, really difficult, crazy things. And I was mainly just told, just you got to go to counseling, talk to the counselor about it. I thought back throughout this last week about here and there about how my mother was, because I was also talking to my 19-year-old son at an earlier point in the week. And I was thinking, every day I tell my children how much I love them. And every day I tell my children how much I'm thankful for them. I try to always tell them how amazing they are. And when they do even the littlest things, it's like, wow, do you know how amazing that is? I speak life into my children because it's just natural to my heart and soul to do that. And for me, I think back and I'm like, I didn't have any of that. Like, I didn't have any of that where I'm like, when people say, oh, well, I'm not, I'm this way because this is how my parents were, or like, I'm not this way because this is how my parents and my grandparents were. And it's like, are you though? Are you that way because of that? Or are you that way because you chose to not be better? Are you that way because you decided that that subpar standard was enough because it was enough for them and you didn't want to rise above? Because honestly, at this point, I'm done with excuses. My children are my greatest gift in this lifetime, aside from the gifts that were given by the one true, creator. And I couldn't imagine, not treating them as such. And to me, it's like, how are so many people aimlessly walking through this world just treating their children like they are a burden? And the more I spoke to my son, the more I realized I never felt like my mother liked me. I never felt like she really loved me. And it isn't like, oh, a victim type mindset. No, no. It's realization. It's realization. And I've been teaching my children discernment, words versus actions. And do they align? If someone says, I love you more than anything in this world, do you? Do you though? Do you really? Because in reality, your actions don't show that. And I don't even want you to love me more than anything in this world. I just want, if you love me, to show me that, even in just little ways. Like, hey, I noticed that you were quiet. I felt something in my heart. Are you okay? Are you okay? And really care, really ask, and really listen. Not listen to respond, but just listen. Just listen. Just be present. Just hold space. Space of love. Space of care. And sometimes you just need to shut the fuck up and listen. That's how you love someone. Love is a feeling, love is an energy, love is the literal energy of creation. You cannot fake it. You cannot put false love energy out and expect it never to be perceived as what it is. It's false love. And if you continue saying, I love you more than anything in this world, you are my reason for being alive, but your actions don't show it. If you're not showing heart, showing presence, taking 5 minutes out of your life to say, hey, are you okay? How are you doing? What's going on? You don't love someone if you're not even willing to give a few moments of your time to check in on them. And the thing is people like to throw the word love around a lot. But do you even know what love is? Do you? Realistically, and I mean really, really, so many of you have so much to learn when it comes to love. It starts in the core of your being. It starts as a spark in your heart and soul, and you will feel it because it is undeniable. And there is no explaining what that is, what that feeling of what that energy is. It just is. And when it overflows and overtakes you, and every part of your being just wants to love that person and make sure they're okay, and you would do anything for that person, and your actions back that up, when you are selfless with that person and you genuinely care about their well being, that is when you know it is real love. There has to be an overhaul and a reframing on what love is understood as on this planet, because so many of you say you love people, but reality is a lot of you, especially in relationships, you love with your root chakra. You love with your sexual energy. You love with your loins, but not with your hearts, not with your souls. So many of you think that just because you care about someone a little bit means you love them. But then at the drop of a hat, you switch up on them. That's not real love. And a lot of you lust after a lot of people, and you're so enveloped in the P word on the internet and all that energy in there. Your expectations of what real love and connection and intimacy and sacred tantric connection is lost. You don't even know what that is, because America and so many cultures are disconnected from the heart and soul. They're on short attention span, 10, 15, 6-second videos, scrolling through social media, instant gratification, video game, instant gratification. You get 100 points, you get 300 XP, you get the the root of what really hardworking, dedicated people and in your being, that hardworking, dedicated root of what things used to be before the internet, of I have a goal and I'm going to achieve that goal, and I'm going to work hard, and it's going to take me probably a long time, but I'm going to do it, and I'm going to dedicate myself to that goal. Because why? Because I want to achieve that. I want to have a moment in my life where I go, you know what, I worked really hard for this and I achieved it, and this was my goal, and I had so many dreams and I achieved those dreams, even though it took me a long time, and I dedicated myself to it. I did it. That that root in humanity, a lot of you don't have it anymore. Real love is when you wake up in the morning and the only thing that you think of is, how can I do something to make their day better? What can I do for them? How can I show them how much I appreciate them? Are they doing okay? Do they need a hug? How can I take 5 seconds, 10 seconds to walk over to them when they least expect it? Just give them a real hug. A real hug. A love filled hug. And if you can't, if you're not close to them physically, message them. Hug them with your soul. Show them something good. Stop lying to yourself and saying you're doing the best you can. you're not doing the best you can when you're not showing up. It's about getting back to the root of humanity. It's about finding what connects us all. It's about remembering. It's about remembering what this is all about. This is the whole point of this life, is love. It's love.